I cannot have conversation with you no more, cause I changed me. Yeah. I cannot have conversation with you no more, cause I changed me. Yeah.
Now I want all men, actually women as well, to pay attention to how Doug Christie is handling this situation that he's going through. Because a lot of men wouldn't handle it as easy and as nice and cool as he is. Because if you don't think he's known way longer than the public has been noticed, oh, you're sadly mistaken. Because trust me, he's known way before we knew. Way before we knew. And I want you to understand that, okay, this is how majority of basketball wives are. I'm not saying all, I'm saying majority, okay? Y'all need to remember, Jackie was once a groupie. Jackie once was a groupie, okay? Get it in y'all head. And the bigger thing is that the only one that really is getting hurt in this situation is this young lady. Okay? Not Doug's daughter. Jackie's and Chris Webber's daughter. She's the only one that's gonna really be hurt in this situation because now a man that's raised her for, you know, 20 years of her life, she's found out that is not even her father. And the man that is her father is now appearing. And Chris Webber's response is saying that he didn't want to tarnish Doug and Jackie's marriage. Well, it was tarnished the moment you messed with her and you knew she was a married woman. That's when it was tarnished. And then it's even worse that you actually knew who Doug was. But it also was showing you how scandalous a lot of these basketball women and men, I'm not going to say it's just women because men are scandalous as well, but it's showing you how she portrays like she's some woman to be looked up to, and she's not. She's the one of the worstest can be because she's hiding and actually knowing that under all that Maybelline, she's a demon. Because only a person that's evil, and I truly mean evil, will go this long without telling the man that she claims to love that the child that he thinks his ain't his. And this would have never been published like this. This would have never been public at all like this. And it's also showing how you need to get that DNA tip. It's sad that there's a lot of women that don't agree with a man getting DNA tip. Okay, but no, this is showing you how you should definitely get DNA tip as soon as you're able to. Because you can be doing the same thing Doug Christies did and many other men around this world do every single day. Taking care of a child that ain't theirs. And there's a difference from taking care of a child that ain't yours when you know it's not yours, than taking care of a child that ain't yours and you believe is yours. Those are two different things. Two totally different things. But I really want y'all to pay attention to how much of a G and how cool Doug is in this situation. Because a lot of men would have crashed out. A lot of men would have crashed out.
Bitch dependency is no laughing matter. Addiction to a bitch can fuck with your friends, your health, and scary enough, even your money. Bitch dependency is no laughing matter. Addiction to a bitch can fuck with your friends, your health, and scary enough, even your money. It's a disease.
And it is what it is. I'm going to just leave it at that. It is what it is. And women really don't understand why a lot of men don't have compassion when they're hurt. Y'all can blame women like Jackie. Okay? Y'all can blame women like Jackie. And a slew of other of them athletic women, them athletic man wives, okay? Because they do it all the time. And then you also have to blame the men as well because they pick those women. But in Doug's case here, he thought Jackie was someone totally different than who she is. She's nowhere near the person that the public thought she was. She's exactly what people are seeing. A sneaky, conniving ass slut. That's exactly what she is. And I'm glad to hear that Doug's lawyers are giving it to her. Giving her the business. By the time they done with her, trust me, all her TV show, well, the TV show she's in, as far as Basketball Wives, she's not going to be doing that anymore. Her sponsors, gone. Her company that she was in, gone. Trust me, she's going to be dead broke and she deserves it all. And then what you really want to understand and what you really want to know, Chris Webber ain't going to be there for her. And that's that. It, trust me, it hurt my feelings to the core because I used to be a big fan of Chris Webber, especially when he was with the Fab Five. I was a big fan of Chris Webber, man. My feelings was deeply hurt when I saw that it was Chris Webber. Like, dog, you that low of a man? You that low of a man? I ain't knocking nothing about, oh, if she want to open her legs to you, she open her legs to you, know. But you could have been man enough to at least tell that man, that ain't, you taking care of baby, that ain't yours, that's my baby. You could have at least been man enough to tell him that. Especially when you got to see that man. Y'all don't forget, both of these men were in the NBA together around the same time. I can't even remember if they was on the same team, but I know they were in the NBA around the same time. So that alone speaks volumes. And more than anything, hey, Chris, man, it definitely speaks on the man you are, man. You can say that BS about you didn't want to damage Doug and Christie's, Doug and Jackie's marriage. You can say that all the way, but man, look, she damaged it the moment she opened her legs to you and you knew she was married. Because they was married way before this baby came along. That speaks volumes, man. That speaks real volumes. But I can't stress it enough of how cool and nonchalant Doug is being in this situation. Trust me, he's going to win almost everything he's asking for. If not everything he's asking for, he's going to win. Because she's clearly proven. And then Chris Webber was even caught on asked to come on the stand. And he admitted that he knew the baby was his. He admitted that on the stand. They about to nail this dude to the cross, man. I mean, not this dude. They about to nail Jackie ass to the cross. And I'm glad as hell to see that little young lady, Jackie's daughter, Jackie and Chris Webber's daughter. I'm glad that she changed her last name from Doug Christie to Webber. I mean, not Doug Christie, but from Christie to Webber. Because that's actually what you are. That's who your father is. Chris Webber. It's crazy and it's sad, but the reality is you know he's your father now. DNA has proven that Chris Webber is your father. Just sad, man. Just sad.
Bitch dependency is no laughing matter. Addiction to a bitch can fuck with your friends, your health, and scary enough, even your money. It's a disease.
And I'm going to just leave it right there. Okay? Them words is words of wisdom. Point blank. And, you know, women, don't get mad at men that are cold. Be mad at these women that are influencers to you and to your young women that are cold and colder than the man is. Okay? I don't want y'all to ever forget that Eve, if you believe in biblical scripture, Eve is the one who gave the apple to Adam. I want y'all to always remember that. And that is not trying to make it seem like all men are great, because they're not. But I want y'all to remember that Eve gave Adam that apple. Remember that. But peace.